Welcome to day 6. James, why do you say the attitude often matters more than skill when it comes to getting hired?
It's all about attitude. You could be the most skillfulest person in the room, but if you have a bad attitude, you'll be thrown out the door as quick as you arrived.
Yeah.
And we know this firsthand because we've experienced interns that have looked really good on paper,
Yep.
had a poor attitude, and the client is not happy.
Yep.
You know, they're not collaborative, they show up late, they leave early, they make it hard work, they're trying to change things around after they've, signed a contract, and it just leaves a bad taste in people's mouth.
Yep.
People don't want to be around people that have bad attitudes.
Of course.
It's not nice to be around.
No.
So attitude is number one. You've got to have a positive attitude.
Yes.
And if you don't, then you are going to be thrown into environments and circumstances that align with the attitude that you have. So like attracts like, right?
Yes.
And your vibe attracts your tribe.
I love that.
Right?
That's amazing.
So the energy that you bring, the attitude you bring, will be determined on how your future is played out.
Yes.
Because any great company won't put up with a poor attitude, because great companies, they don't really care how skilled you are. Don't get me wrong, if there's a task that needs to be done and they're in there and they just go and get the task done, fine. And there's no need for career progression within that company, that's a whole different story. Because in recruitment, in the job market, you have permanent hires, right? We do a lot of headhunting at senior level, and they are looking for things like attitude, career goals, vision, how long they've stayed in a company previously, what they say about their past employer, all of that stuff is really important.
Yes.
So attitude is really key. But on the other side of our business, Global Finesse Careers, where we're placing a lot of contractors for project-based work, where a company needs a problem solved fast, they don't really look too much at that. However, it is still important. But on the contractor side, where it's short-term engagements, 3, 6 months, even 12 months, employers want to know, can you get the job done, and can you get it done fast, and what's your track record? They don't really look too much into the attitude, but still, even as a contractor, if you've got a bad attitude, that will rise to the surface very quick.
Yes.
And they will probably want to replace you regardless of your skills.
Yes.
So whether you're thinking about becoming a contractor or a consultant, or want to have a long-term full-time career, attitude is still number one and still key.
Yes.
So even for interns watching this, attitude is number one. Yeah. Because if you have a poor attitude with us, you're not going to get past us. You're not going to be introduced to our clients. No chance, not whatsoever.
Yeah.
So attitude's key.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, how do you think interns can work on building more confidence and getting better at communication skills? Do you have any suggestions? Any tips?
Communication skills and confidence.
Yes.
Confidence comes from doing.
Yes.
Confidence comes from experience. So you have to put yourself out of the comfort zone. You don't like doing this, right? You don't like being on camera,
Yep.
right? but you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually, confidence will grow.
Yes.
Right? You've come a long way from the first video you ever done, the first podcast you ever done.
Oh my God.
You couldn't even speak.
Yes. My,
Right?
my brain was empty.
It was.
Yeah.
But you had to go through that.
Yes.
And fast forward, you do it again,
Yeah.
again, your confidence grows, you understand what you're doing more. So action.
Yes.
Always comes to action.
Okay.
Yeah, for confidence.
Yes.
Because there will be failure that can knock your confidence.
Yes.
But if you carry on pushing forward, failing forward, you'll find a little bit of success. Maybe on the 7th time,
Yes.
usually.
Yeah.
When you fail 7 times, the 8th time you'll succeed. But if it's not the 7th time, maybe it'll be the 12th time or the 20th time. And then when you do succeed, you put that in your memory and you hold on to that memory. Because it's equally as important to learn from your failures, but I believe it's actually more important to learn from your successes so you can repeat them again and again.
Yes.
So it all serves a purpose. So fail often, fail early, fail forward, and enable for you to grow, you have to get out your comfort zone, because there's no growth in the comfort zone and there's no comfort in the growth zone,
Yeah.
right? And I think for anybody that's just listened to that, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
There's no growth in the comfort zone and no comfort in the growth zone. So really try to understand what I'm saying
Yeah.
with that. And then that's for confidence. And what was the other one?
Communication skills.
Communication skills.
Yes.
Personally, I think the best way to build your communication skills is by videoing yourself
Yes.
on camera and watching it back.
Yeah.
Watch how you communicate.
Yeah.
Are you saying ums, buts, mumbling your words, trying to speak too fast? If you are, then you need to look at that and go, how can I improve that? How can I slow it down? Right?
I'm guilty for that.
Yeah, I'm guilty for that.
Yeah.
So I think watching yourself back,
Yes.
watch how you move, how you communicate. I learnt a lot from having meetings, recording my meetings
Yes.
and watching them back. So I would really not criticise myself, but I would try to critique
Yes.
the things that I didn't like. Was I looking when I should be looking? Was I listening when I should have been listening?
Yes.
Did I really understand that question? What was my body language like? You know, right now I'm crossing my legs. I probably shouldn't be crossing my legs because inside,
Arms is-
yeah, or arms
arms,
then,
yeah,
arms then.
arms.
If you're crossing your arms, some people can assume that you're closed off. But if you're leaning forward
Yes.
or in sync with the other person and relax, then other people will feel relaxed.
Yes.
And I learnt a lot from communication from NLP.
Okay.
So NLP is short for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and it's all about communication, picking up on cues from other people, right? And body language, I think they say it's 80% of the communication, and I think 20% is what you say and how you say it and the tonality.
Yeah.
So body language is huge. You know, you can pick up on somebody's energy when they're anxious, depressed,
Yes.
angry, excited, positive, light.
Yes.
You can pick up on these cues, and it's energy. Yeah, you can pick up on these things, and you can assume quite quickly or make a judgment of who that person is.
Yeah.
Not the whole person, but what that person is in that moment.
Yes.
And when it comes to things like interviews and you're in a bad mood,
Yeah.
first impression usually paints the picture of what that person perceives you to be. So if you turn up for an interview, for example, or a business meeting, and you're pissed off, you're angry, you're frustrated, that is going to transmit,
Yes.
right? And whether you like it or not, you're always selling yourself and who you are.
Yeah.
Whether it's an interview, a big business deal, doesn't matter. Your energy transfers to the other person's energy. So if you're positive, have a good attitude, you know, and you're grateful, you're in a good state,
Yeah.
then that person will see you as somebody that has a good positive state, right? So that's really, really important.
Yes.
So I would recommend learning about NLP,
Okay.
neuro-linguistic programming,
Okay.
for
Amazing.
communication skills.
And you also mentioned that to improve communication skills, it would be to record yourself.
Yes.
And that brings me to my challenge for the interns
Okay.
before finishing off this episode. So it's an exercise where you record a 1-minute intro video. You will post it on the platform and you will say your name, what you study, and your career goal, one skill or habit you are proud of, one thing you are working to improve, and upload it under the post Day 6, My Confidence and Energy. And that's it for today.
You know, I would go further on that challenge.
Okay.
I would say, and people will probably do it anyway,
Yes.
they'll probably mess up the first 5 videos.
Yes.
So shoot 10
Yes.
and improve them every time they do it.
Yes.
The first time, you're probably going to mutter, stutter,
Yeah.
say and ah. The second time, try to pick up on that. The second time, you might speak too fast, and then
Yes.
your words or what you want to say is going too fast, and you end up saying things you didn't want to say. So the third video, you slow it right down. You get more relaxed.
Yes.
So I would say shoot it a couple of times and then pick the best version and then upload it.
Okay. Sounds great. And this is just a community challenge. Comment on at least 2 peers' videos with constructive feedback or encouragement. That brings
That's
the
very
community
positive. That's
closer
nice.
and brings each other confidence up. So I think it will,
Yeah,
it will work well.
this is a community that we want to support everybody.
Exactly.
You know, we want to support the interns. We'd love the interns to support us,
Yes.
and vice versa. You
Yeah.
know, we want to build a community of trust, likability, and support.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
That's amazing.
Love that.
That's it from me today. I will see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.